What is good, beautiful people? I'm your host, Kinglionoflocs, and we're back with Vampyr. As you see, we made it past some other places in the game. I did a little bit of grinding on the midst of us finishing the game because we're almost done with it. We're going to reach Doris Fletcher's theater and hopefully finish the game. So let's get to it.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Okay, so now that we're in the theater now, we'll find Edgar as well as find some stolen notebook pages. Let's go this way. Okay, so he's down there. But I still need to find those 2 pages, which I wonder where they're at. Anything in here? There has to be something of valuable.
Turn around, sir.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Back to the blood! Yeah!
You done scared me. Okay, so Swansea's in there. Alright, so let me... Where are the pages at that they're talking about? Alright, so I'm gonna just have to do those off screen. I don't feel like searching for it. I'm trying to get to the end game of this game. So Swansea.
It's locked, all
I
right.
got played. William Marshall's memoirs. Yeah.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic. I should find the key to that box.
Dang. Find the safe key. Well, I so happen to do that already. So let's see if I can find the safe key now. Got it.
I have it. I can now open the box.
All right then. So let's see what's in there. I'm definitely reading that, whatever that notebook has.
I really don't know if I should
But
read
we
this.
are. Okay, personal notebook. The cards worry me, for they keep on announcing the coming of an imprecise but terrible danger. Districts from this unlawful war, I better call back to the legate to London and tell them to observe and record any unusual events. Oh boy. Yeah, this might be a dud. Okay, something is definitely going on. The cards keep hiding what is approaching, and what can only mean something powerful is moving on. Something so strange and potent that the cards cannot fully reveal its nature. All the leisure, but no one's come back to London. His mission, okay, only noticeable event. Alabaster, something, Gregory. Yeah, no.
I can't believe it.
You're absolutely right. We can't believe it. What can we not believe? This have been recently murdered. Okay. Well, now that I have that little tidbit, let us move on.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it
No,
really
I'm
you?
Santa Claus. Yes, it's me, Edgar.
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Okay, set him down. Okay, good, good.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding.
You got knocked the fuck out!
An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you look like you've
Edgar.
been beat the hell up.
What happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
You know, 50-50.
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall.
Uncle got the willies.
Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I have doubts. You are hiding something. I believe you. You are hiding something.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
That's too damn bad!
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is Penguin obsessed with him? Why such a reputation? Why such a reputation?
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
Okay. He looked like he died, but you gonna answer these questions for me.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter at my hospital.
Sanctuary.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Okay. Remember Harriet Jones?
Do you
Harriet
remember
Jones
when
was
we
her
suspected
name.
Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely
Very.
bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
What's Doris's real name?
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris got affected in Pembroke.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul. driven by vengeance, just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Someone devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You
Gave
did what?
vampire blood?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Okay, guys, judgment time. So we can either let him die, say you deserve it. The district will suffer. We can embrace him, gain the XP we got. The district will still suffer. I could spend 3,000 XP points and turn him into a vampire. I don't know if the district will suffer.
A few moments later.
But I don't think I should let him die. But I'm really not sure about turning him into a vampire.
Much later.
Let him die, turn into a vampire.
75 years later.
Die, vampire. It's upsetting I don't have that much XP. I really thought it should be 2,000, not 3,000. Alright, Edgar. Don't make me regret this.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What
Is
do
you?
you mean?
Who?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
Truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this
It's
gift?
not really a gift.
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So,
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
very well then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Okay, you can back away now.
Enough!
I hope I made the right decision.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Yeah,
I found your
notebook.
The one the guard of Prewan stole from you.
And you brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan. And you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Yeah, I have to
Tell
talk
me
to you
the
about
truth,
this though.
Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks like an oblivious mortal?
Why can't I
What kind of
force you to
question?
answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain advantages, like accessing the greatest library in the country and avoiding answering certain questions.
I hate you. Let's figure out where Lady Ashbury is. But before we do that, I'm gonna ransack this place real quick. Don't even know what I'm gonna use all this stuff for since I think I'm at the end of the game.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
A little bit of good fortune, a little bit not good fortune.
What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
How come I ain't never
Edgar
read
is no
about this
longer
shit?
in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
You might want to sit down
Edgar
for this.
Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Well, he was a criminal. He was stupid. He had no heed to ethics. He gave no heed to ethics. He gave no heed to ethics.
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her
Igor.
mother at Pembroke.
Igor.
Then we have no choice.
I guess it was
We must
Igor.
act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss
But
with
when we kill her, we also have to...
Harriet Jones
Talk about
was
the elephant in the
primary
room.
Case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Search your feelings.
No.
You know it to be true.
This can't be. Oh,
Elizabeth, are you all right?
no, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
How you gonna leave your own house? Where they do that at? Well, I was kind of hoping for some assistance, you know, killing her, but I see that is not the case. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this by myself. As normal, you know, it's okay. That's light.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Sir, you are not welcome here.
Y'all won't let me in.
You are not welcome.
How do I get in here then? It must be at the back door. I have to get into the back door. Yeah, you may guard the front door, but no one ever thinks about the rear.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
And by improvise, I mean everyone dies. Let God sort it out. We're gonna let's redo that again. As we press on, any more of you in here, please let me know now, so that way it saves us time of me having to hunt you down. That was it? That was all you had? It was one NF guard?
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Cease this farce. Do not interfere with my mission. This is the city. Cease this
Stop
farce.
this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage. There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Hold on. Because we're about to just skip this. That's humans. That's vampires. Y'all made me had to use guns. More so than I wanted to in this whole game. But yeah, let me check on that doctor guy, see if he's okay.
So did you decide not to take the experimental cure for blindness?
Oh no, I have. For a few hours.
But you are still... What do you mean? I don't understand.
I saw the world again, Dr. Reed. For a few hours I witnessed how ugly and sad and tragic this city is.
I'm sorry the effect didn't last.
You don't get it, do you? I crafted a new formula that made me blind again. The world is a cesspool, Dr. Reed, and I don't want to look at it.
So you made yourself blind, you cured yourself and then made yourself blind.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Says the fool that blinded himself, willingly blinded himself again. I don't want to hear nothing about you. This man said that the world is ugly, so let me go blind myself again, because I don't want to see it. Go off, King, I guess.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I cannot tell you. I must stop the disaster. I must stop the epidemic. I must stop the
I have
epidemic.
found the carrier, McCullum.
He's too strong to try and
infection
take
source.
on. I'm good.
It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
I already am. Can we speak more? Yeah. You guys need to see this part, I guess.
More?
Indeed. Why not?
That's messed up.
How are you adapting
immortality?
to immortality?
I feel
That's
so
crazy.
powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever. Your worst nightmare, in truth.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
All right then.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
You're strong, but I will still murk you. What?
This place has been ransacked.
Where did everyone go?
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one. No, not their style.
Yeah, this looks like a blood rage, like the police girl type blood rage from Helsing Ultima. Harriet?
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Well, we could follow the trail of the blood she left, or the trail of dead bodies that I don't even need to be in predator mode to see. That's crazy. Great. Here comes my blood Obi-Wan Kenobi, or I guess Ben Kenobi.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child.
Maybe Crystal Lake at Friday the 13th.
Unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
You're my true apprentice.
What is your true
Appearance.
I do not understand. This is who I am.
You're made of blood.
Blood? You are made of blood? Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
Then who are you really?
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Can I get one?
Just give me one.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
Good way to get a disease.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Modern answer?
What kind of modern?
I've been hacking and slashing everything.
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Ancient threat.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones.
I'm here to stop
You
Harriet
didn't really
Jones.
answer any questions I actually had.
She is the original
I guess.
carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. she has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, Ben Kenobi. What's the blood of hate?
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
Who is the queen?
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this. She is a vengeful mother.
It must be a black mother then.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
So whenever she wakes up in an ugly vessel instead of like an Ekin or even a skull. She looks like Eeyore from Quasimodo from Notre Dame, Hunchback from Notre Dame, or Notre Dame, some people say.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
That is not my name. Boy, this is a lot. Okay, what will happen then?
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Yeah, let me take my Superman glasses off and just.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
You don't care me?
How would I know? I am no
Really?
god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Be brave, my child.
Okay, locate Harriet Jones. Okay, so this is it. You ready? Y'all ready? I don't think we're ready. But we need to end this. Do we have enough ammo? I really do not have enough ammo. So what we're gonna do is, before we come and tackle this, I'm gonna go back and get some ammo. I'll be right back. Oh, got some bullets. Let's go take on Harriet Jones. I hope Old Bridget's okay though. Like seriously, she's really the only skull I feel bad about. What's down there?
Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah, you look
So sick. Doctor, help me, please.
You might want to cover up.
I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you. My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother.
Yes, yes,
Queen
you have.
herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna rain down on her with some heal, definitely heal. Just as strong as your daughter, if not worse. That's I take that back. Blow up already. Oh my god. How do I kill you?
How intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
No. Oh my. No!
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
You gonna take all of these, okay. Secondary weapon is I'm panicking. I know I had a gun with some bullets left in it. Is that it? That can't be everything. Empty.
Feed your love abundant heart. Let the crop.
All y'all gotta die. What? That did nothing. That literally did nothing. I'm upset. Okay, I gotta get away. Gotta get away. Oh my god. I gotta get away. Gotta get away. Why is he so strong?
Eat, for this is my body.
I'm good. I really am. I'm really good. You don't have to do this. It was touch and go there for a second when the game froze on me.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep. my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
With your loading and your
until the next time.
Long times to die, to load screens, exposition. We suffered enough.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm one of the good ones, right? Yeah, I know. At least you're okay, I guess.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to.
You were kind of mean, but you know, I'm used to it.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Please, Lord, young old Bridget. I'm with Lady Ashbury now. Yeah, both probably the same amount of age, but you know.
London has been cleansed.
You don't look as good.
This catastrophe came about when an ancient
I'll be honest.
will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
So I made it without having to see what happened to Swansea. I call that a job well done. So in my mind, everyone's still alive.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Seriously? Ben Kenobi, it's over. I've saved the city. Why are you still haunting me?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
About the Red Queen.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What are you to
And what
her?
are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
About the
Why
disaster.
did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Don't you think you should know that since you've been fighting this for a while?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful.
Another proof that women can handle more pain than
If the
men. You
Morrigan
know,
prefers
y'all do
disloyal
childbirth
women to become the
and
vessels of her wrath,
bleed once a month.
we should be thankful that but one disaster.
I couldn't imagine that. I really could not. That would. Shout out to my women.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
And the Brotherhood?
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
It's not a problem.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And
You
you,
gonna dissipate?
why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
It's like I'm dealing with the Riddler.
For your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. the blood of the champion, I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
So King Arthur was a vampire
King
also?
Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
So William Marshall, King Arthur, and me were both your sons.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
I'm surprised the sun didn't burn me in that whole conversation. That's ridiculous.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. This painting looks... a sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
So that's either King Arthur or William Marshall, and that's clearly the Blood Queen.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Voila.
There you go. Okay, something moved. Yes, it did. Okay, good.
Drop your... You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
You had the door locked and a mechanism with no way of figuring it out.
Really?
And I saw that look at the wrist. She was like,
This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
yes,
You
unfortunately.
always had questions, Doctor.
Yeah. So why are you calling me Dr. Reed?
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we?
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your
Is
retreat?
this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Yeah, he do look purple. You gonna try and kill me then?
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source?
You
of
left
this
your
scourge?
home.
Yes. To end
That
it
was
once
where you
and for all.
could have went to. Will you go back to
Will
London?
you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I didn't
I
save
have
though.
destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Okay, why hide him here?
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
Can we cure him?
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
What
You
about
know
us?
my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards
How you gonna do me like that?
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go
So
on,
many questions.
but be careful.
Yes, Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
You're trying to bite me, you crazy.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
How did you find such
King
records?
Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
Tell me about the blood
The
hate.
blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How was Elizabeth infected?
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
the sky and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
You gonna chop his head off? You gonna stab him in the heart? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? We gonna chop his head off.
Farewell, father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
Wait, what you talking about?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I didn't save these many lives.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
You will not die.
Champion of Murden. Chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan.
Yes,
Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
That's where you're wrong, Elizabeth. Since I murdered my poor Mary after my rebirth, I vowed to never take a life again, and I've succeeded.
And
I'm
I've
not
killed
sure
people.
I have the strength of character. I'm not like William. I'm not like you.
Let me teach you then. Come with me, my love.
Oh, Jonathan, if only this could be true. I really don't know.
We'll run away. Go to the deepest forests, the highest mountains. Untouched by man, we'll hide in solitude until I find a cure.
Do you trust me then?
Until the end of the world, my love.
That was so worth not killing people for. It's raining outside. Inside. It was worth
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I wish you a peace duly earned for the centuries yet to come. And they will come. I bid thee farewell, my champion bittersweet. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
We did it. We finished the game. Well, we just finished the game, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. I have been your host, Kinglionoflocs. This has been Vampyr. Stick tuned. Well, not for this recording. I guess this video, but I will be doing a recap video for the game of what I thought on it. All in all, it was a good game. I enjoyed playing it. I'll probably do a more in-depth of what I thought could be better about it, but thank you very much, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.